Good week overall for us in here in Dash on Friday. Basically, a whole lot of nothing, right? So pre-market in like 3 to 4 a.m., you're trading at 272. We ended the day 272. And then basically into after hours, you're sitting at 272. So not a whole lot in here going on, but we did have a green candle in here on the week. So overall in the week, we'll take that. Friday, obviously, a whole lot of nothing. So just a lot of volatility, a lot of premium getting sucked out of those options, puts, and calls on Friday in Doordash. You have right around $11 expected move coming in by this Friday. Following Friday, right around 15 bucks. Ivy rank sitting above 30 at 37. So options prices are still juiced relative compared to themselves, even with that big contraction that we had overall in the volatility and your options premium on Friday. Where does that kind of put us here on this weekly chart? Well, we're looking in here at that 278.15. That's the highs that came in on the year so far. That was back in early August. That's what we're looking our kind of looking forward to, right? We want to get up there. Anything above there, 280, 285, 290, etc. On the way down, this upper trend line, previous upper trend line is now going to be our lower trend line. That is going to be a support for us in here, 267 between 267 and that 270 range. Anything below there, you're looking at this 9-day EMA or this lower trend line, whichever one does come first, sitting right at that 256, 257 mark. So we'll see what happens in here as we go into next week. Could this thing get a little bit overran as we get closer to this 278? Probably. Need a little bit more of a pullback in here and then a bounce maybe on some good volume and some RSI in here to kind of push us higher. But overall, we're going to take what we can get in here. Good news, I guess, as far as the stock didn't drop anymore in 272s. But for us options traders, Friday sucked overall. This was terrible for us. That's exactly what we did not want. We wanted some sort of movement, right? So you always want to be kind of relevant, right? That's kind of what you want to look at as you're looking at your stock prices. Bad news is always good news, but if there's no news, then that is bad for us options traders, right? You always want to be either hated or loved. You don't want to be in between and forgotten. And that's kind of what happened in Doordash on Friday. Not a whole lot of anything in here. Opened at 72, 272, ended at 272. Options premium just got wiped out in here. So we'll see if that helps, if it gets any better for us, I guess, going into next week. See if we can get some bigger moves, then we'll play this thing accordingly. But until then, we're just going to hang out, see if that upper trend line at the 278 is going to get breached, see if this lower trend line down here, right around those 260, those mid 260s is going to get breached, and then we'll play this thing accordingly in here. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.